You may sit.
I believe Lord Ethan has reached his decision.
Before I name my sentinel, I must tell you. Whomever's not chosen should feel no shame. Many thought either of you would make a fine sentinel, but I have made my decision.
I mean, it's clear as day. Sorry, sir.
Bolton Tuttle, you will be my sentinel.
Boom shakalaka!
This is reckless.
What did we just talk about? What did we just talk about? Sir Royland.
I will not disappoint you, my lord.
He's gonna backstab me, I bet. Sir Royland.
Now, sentinel, what do you have to report of Ramsay Snow?
Our scouts say he's only a day's ride from here. We've no time to waste.
Who knows what he's capable of? We need to prepare for the worst.
We can devise a plan to deal with him.
The Boltons need our people to harvest the ironwood. Even the bastard Ramsay must understand that.
He's not coming here to negotiate. We must answer with the sword.
That's bloody suicide. You gamble with the lives of everyone within these walls. Ignore Sir Royland. You named me Sentinel. I knew this would happen. He cannot be trusted.
This is the bloody small council.
I will hear from my sentinel. Please.
Sir Royland is clearly able and ready to take up arms, but the rest of our soldiers are not. We need to take a cunning approach. Diplomacy can be a sharper instrument than a sword.
The Bolton sigil is a flayed man. Force is the only thing they understand.
Gentlemen, please. Thank the gods Mira has asked Lady Marjorie for her help. It's not too late for the Crown to intervene on our behalf. But we must have a plan if Mira's efforts are not successful. I trust Mira's judgment. I don't doubt she did everything within her power to help us.
Mother, what do you recommend we do?
We must give him whatever he wants and be done with it. It's too dangerous to do otherwise.
Why not make an offering for peace, my lord?
Yeah, the wisdom of the Citadel.
We can give the Boltons ironwood in exchange for their protection.
You must be mad. It's pure folly to just give away the only currency we have to bargain with.
Enough!
Diplomacy.
My new sentinel favors a certain approach, and I agree. I shall use diplomacy with Lord Snow. I would be foolish to pick a fight without negotiating first. I'll offer our allegiance, and try to reach a reasonable agreement.
If you aren't ready for a fight, you're bound to lose when one breaks out.
So prepare the men for a fight.
Ethan
Just
has
don't
made
want to
his
fight
opinion
yet.
known, and you will respect his decision.
Forgive us, my lord. We are, of course, here to serve you, as we served your father.
Aye.
Well then, let's decide how we shall set the stage for Ramsay's arrival. Invite him into this hall, and meet him face to face. Lord to lord.
Ramsay Snow is no lord. That's absurd. You meet him at the gate with as much force as we can muster. Make him wait. Let him gaze upon Ironrath. And when he enters, he'll know it's only because you allowed it.
Lord Ethan?
This is tough. I don't know that I want to let him into the city, but I also want to treat him with respect in hopes to gain respect in return. It does seem like oftentimes, though, in these games, when I show someone respect, I don't get it in return. But this game's been kind of the opposite. I've actually gotten the return of respect. I'm going to invite him to the Great Hall.
I will meet him in the Great Hall.
A wise move, my lord.
It's careless. Can't you see Tuttle is steering you wrong?
That's enough, Royland. Lord Ethan has given his command.
How many years have I served this house? I cannot listen to that bloody idiot anymore. Forgive me, my lord, but you are not ready to be lord of this house. You're likely to get us all killed.
Sit down at once.
Apologies, my son. But now that it is settled, we know what we must do. You will meet Ramsay Snow in the Great Hall, and we will not offer our ironwood.
And don't worry, Lord Ethan. I will stand beside you, where your sentinel belongs.
Then perhaps we should adjourn. We have to prepare the house.
Do it. Thank you, Meister. The Royland
My lord,
GTFO.
I have fought for this family for many years. Do not forget that.
There will always be those who question your leadership, which is why you need allies you can rely on. Family. Mira has done everything she can in King's Landing, but there are others who can help us. What about your brother, Asher?
Malcolm told me. You want to bring him back?
He's a skilled fighter. But what's more, he has the will to fight. A hunger for it. He always protected you and your sister.
Why would you bring him back after you exiled him?
He exiled himself. He has no desire to rule. Asher is volatile, but that is his strength too. Do you remember the miller's boy? How he tormented you? I wanted to intervene, but your father said Ethan must fight his own battles. But when Asher saw it, he didn't take a breath. He grabbed the miller's boy by the neck. That was his first instinct. Asher knocked out half the poor boy's teeth. Of course, your father was furious, but you were in danger and there was nothing else Asher needed to know. Asher does not hesitate. He acts, and we need that. You have many fine qualities, but you do not have that anger inside you. It's something we could use. You're a thinker, Ethan. You contemplate, and a lord needs that. But a lord also needs swords. I'm trying to do what's best.
I don't think they're going to give me the option.
What this family needs.
I think Asher's coming back regardless of what I
Ethan,
choose.
Let me send Malcolm to Essos.
Oh, maybe not. See, that's worded differently than I thought it would be. I thought this was more about Asher, but what it is more about is Malcolm, because by sending him, we're losing a soldier to possibly gain a soldier. So in the short term, we'll lose one, but in the long term, we'll have two. Whereas if we keep him here, we'll have one forever, like indefinitely. And there's no guarantee that Asher's going to come back.
Fine. Malcolm will go to Essos and
I'm going to trust my mother. I'm going to trust my mother on this one.
Thank you, Ethan.
It's going to have
glad you
repercussions.
let me do this. Know that you never stand alone. You are a forester. Mira stands with us, and she may be able to help us yet.
This is going way longer than I expected it to be. I thought we would be done by now. Let's see, what do we have here? Return key. We just got somebody to give us a huge favor. I ain't here to take anything. I'm not taking anything.
Marjorie? Oh. Lady Marjorie is still with the king? I thought you might want to know. Thank you. I thought we were friends, Mira. When you dismissed me the other day, I won't say it didn't hurt my feelings. We've known each other for years. And yet to be treated like that.
We are friends, Sarah. Truly.
Friends trust one another. They don't hold secrets. Now Lady Marjorie thinks you don't trust me. And she values your opinion very much.
Sarah,
Uh-oh.
My lady, I'll leave you to talk.
What did King Joffrey say, my lady?
The king was not inclined to offer help for your family. I'll need this mended.
Gods.
He said I was too easily swayed. And he reminded me that I am not yet his wife. I allayed his fear. For now. But it will be a long time before I can ask him for anything again. Nothing I said could cheer him. He wouldn't even speak to me when I left him.
What can I do to make this better, my lady?
There's nothing you can do, Mira.
Please don't hold it against me. Ramsay Snow is on his way to Ironrath.
This is simply not how things are done, Mira. Not in King's Landing.
I'm sorry, my lady.
Soon I will be queen, and maybe then I'll be in a better position to help you. But for now, we must both be cautious.
I must send a raven. I have to warn my family. If you'll excuse me, my lady.
Oh boy. I mean, I guess I should have known it wasn't going to work, but at least we were able to try.
Milady. Begging your pardon, milady. I hope I didn't frighten you.
I'm glad to see you.
Thank you, milady. I hope you saw. I was right before. About Lady Marjorie and Queen Cersei. I just want you to know, I can help you if you'd like. And your family, if you're willing to trust me. I hear all sorts of things. Things that could be useful for you.
How can you help me? My problems can't be solved by what you might overhear.
Which is why you must trust me, milady. You need allies. Hopefully I've proven I can be useful to you.
I'm sorry. I really must go.
Please don't despair. I know people who... People who'd be willing to help you.
So is he just not supposed to be seen talking to people, or is he just not supposed to be seen, period? That's a questionable move right there.
Where's Sir Royland? He should be here. The man values pride more than honor. We'll do without him. And without King's Landing. I know you'd hoped Mira could help us, but I'm confident we've enough strength of our own. Your men stand ready to act if needed.
Our plan is a good one. It will work so long as everyone does their part.
Oh, it's that asshole.
Isn't this a lovely pile of timber? Not the place I'd want to be if there was a fire.
I personally love...
Ironwood is near impervious to flame, my lord.
Is it?
May I introduce Lord Ramsay of House Bolton?
Oh, shit.
Son of Roose Bolton. Although a bastard, Lord Ramsay has the full authority of the
Thank you,
Warden of
Lord.
the...
That's enough.
I didn't realize that that's who we were
Who is
talking
this
about.
little boy? Is he lost?
May I offer you bread and salt, Lord Ramsay?
I loathe bread and salt. Aren't you the little lord? Lord Whitehall told me you were young, but this... Look at you.
A token. for the new Warden of the North.
Let me guess. Forrester Ironwood.
Carved by our most skilled craftsmen.
Ironwood. Doesn't look like much.
No one can match our skill.
Is that so? Not bad. Lord Whitehill, can your lot do this?
Given enough time, we could learn...
Given enough time, you could do a great many things. But not this, apparently. Look at that. More Foresters.
Lord Ramsay?
Come out where I can see you.
We really must focus on the business at hand.
Lord Ramsay, I understand you've come here for assurance of our fealty.
Fuck fealty. We came here for justice.
We'll get to your justice.
I'm doing good.
First.
I'm doing good.
Let's see you bend the knee to my father, Lord Bolton, Warden of the North. Words are wind. Anyone can say they're loyal. I want you to show me.
I have to think about the
My
people.
lord.
Ha! That wasn't so hard now, was it? Here's the thing. I don't care about your loyalty. The Crown, however, wants what you've got. Whatever you've been supplying the Starks for centuries. Ships, shields, chamber pots. I expect you'll do the same for us. My father has promised as much to the king. You wouldn't want to make him a liar, would you? That wouldn't reflect well on me.
You needn't worry. Your father will have what he needs.
That's a good little lord.
You can't trust a Forrester. They murdered our men.
It was a Forrester squire who did it. One Whitehill soldier dead. One Bolton. Yet your man lived.
He was within his right. They killed his family.
His right? He killed a loyal soldier in my father's army. Then you welcomed me into your hall like a proper lord, hoping I wouldn't linger outside long enough to notice your pathetic little army. That sort of insolence from one of our loyal bannermen will not do. So I've come up with a solution that will benefit everyone. The Whitehills will be taking control of your Ironwood from this day forward.
What?
Nah.
The Ironwood. But
No.
That is our livelihood.
Then
Yeah, that's
you
not gonna
better
happen.
well find another fucking job.
You can't do that.
Why not? You know something the Whitehills don't? We are talking about trees. You grow them, you cut them down.
The White Hills had Ironwood, once, but now those hills are bare.
Hence the name, of course.
They know nothing of how to cultivate the forest.
Look at their sigil, my lord. A barren hill.
Do you want Ironwood for the next 5 years, or the next 50 generations?
The little lord does have a point.
Boom. I'm
We'll
killing
try
this.
Lord Whitehill will take half of your Ironwood, and we'll see who fares better.
But my lord...
Half of something is better than the nothing you had before. To ensure there's no trouble, Lord Whitehill will install a garrison of 20 men within your walls.
No.
at Ironrath, that we cannot abide. Ethan.
They'll help maintain the king's peace. And make sure there's no more trouble.
This will cause more trouble, not less.
Not for me. Man you trust?
My son, Griff.
Griff will lead the garrison.
You have no right. Whitehills have no place here.
Lads, do make this visit worthwhile.
Please, Duncan, don't.
Look at this, little Forrester. You're not frightened, are you?
Lord Ramsay, please.
And you? Are you Lord Ethan's older sister?
I'm his twin, my lord.
Oh, twins. Well, like the Queen and her brother. Well, hopefully not just like the Queen and her brother. I never had a sister. Always wanted one.
Enough, Lord Snow.
I have an idea. You'll come with me. You can be my highborn ward.
Lord Ramsay, that's enough.
Do you like hunting?
Let her go.
She's quite pretty, your sister. I suppose you can stay. Aren't you the bold lord?
Ethan! No! What have you done? No!
But I don't want a bold lord. Far too much trouble.
Ethan! Ethan! No! No!
Even though you did bend the knee.
My son.
I think we've come to an understanding.
Lord Ethan!
I certainly feel better about all this.
What have you done?
However, the Foresters need to keep their end of the bargain. Take the boy as your ward.
No!
Kill him if they give you any trouble.
Brian!
Lovely meeting all of you. We'll have to do it again sometime.
Somebody help him! Fetch the maester quickly!
You brought this on yourself.
Mother!
Stop!
Don't let them take me!
Let it go!
Stop them! Help me! Ryan, please! Let me go! Ryan! Do something!
Ethan? My son.
I think that's the first time they've ever killed the character that I'm playing as. Ever. Oh my god. Oh, I gotta stop being so diplomatic all the fucking time. Shit.
Are you prepared for what might happen?
Shit. You and 34.2% left Bowen behind. You and... Wow, really? Most people stayed with him? I wonder if he'd still be alive. I kind of want to know what happens there. You and 62.4% swore loyalty to the king. You and 48.6% freed Eric. You and 60... Oh, cool. You and 69.1% picked Duncan as Sentinel because he seems more logical. It's like they pushed you in that direction. You and 50.1% met Ramsay in the Great Hall. See, that's interesting. That's a 50-50 split. That makes me genuinely curious as to what the other options would be. I would argue this is the first Telltale game where I felt my decisions truly mattered. Now, maybe I'm wrong, but I know in The Walking Dead, you basically end up with mostly the same end. Like, the endings change, but the story itself stays very similar, regardless of what you pick. I know it's hard to hear that, it's hard to admit that, but after seeing all the choices, I watched like an every choice video for The Walking Dead Season 2 or something, and it was almost the exact same story no matter what you did except for where you ended. And in Season 3, when it started up, you basically have the same story no matter what. You just get these slightly different flashbacks that happen in the first 2 episodes. So I'm just kind of curious to know what happens here as my choices go on. It makes sense because it's the Game of Thrones that Ethan, who I've been playing as, is dead. Like, it makes sense because that's what they do in Game of Thrones, but I'm still shocked that they actually killed the player that I'm playing as. I often play these games with a sense of let me do it because I can't die. And now I know that I can't play this game that way. And that's interesting. But thank you guys so much for coming by and checking out this episode. If you like it, give me that thumbs up. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button. If you want to have a conversation, come check me out at twitch.tv/OnTheBlueRanger Monday through Friday at 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or stay right here for more daily uploads just like this. Thanks so much for coming by, gang, and I will see you in the next episode.